Oh, hello. Hello, Justin. Happy that you joined us. I'm sorry for this inconvenience. I don't know what has happened because honestly, the internet was okay. It was something with YouTube, perhaps, because I could check my Facebook, I could check everything. Thank you so much. Happy that you are coming back, and let's break the record. Let's make more people appear here. Thank you so much, Philip the Savior, and all, and Rudy and Michael and Spencer and Martin. We need you. You see, we're making mistakes. I'm sorry. I think it's not internet because I could have my internet on my phone and something. It was maybe a glitch or something with YouTube because it was frozen no matter like I switched between my wi-fi and switched between my mobile internet, and someone said it was just Russians jamming. Starting over 0 likes, now I see 66 likes, and I'm very very grateful to all the best people who waited and decided to return back, because there are a lot of things that we still can continue discussing, and we can talk more about these electricity outages that are now expanding all over Russia. But I have already told you that we are not only targeting military places, but we also target the supply of energy to those military sites. And please remember that we always follow the rules of war. And thank you so much, people. Thank you for coming back. That means a lot to me. And I'm sorry once again, but like it can happen. And I personally believe this is a kind of YouTube glitch or so on. But anyway, blackout was a very difficult experience at the beginning of Russia's full scale invasion. And you can return back to my videos that are to some extent, I do it sometimes, that are to some extent this chronology of the events and things happening. And I remember how frightened we were and we did not know. Thank you so much, Serkan, for coming back with your support. Thank you for cheering us up, and greetings. And Finland is here. So, anyway, we were frustrated. We did not know how to act. We felt worried, but then we adapted really quickly. But there is a huge difference between the choice of targets that Russia makes and that Ukraine makes, because we think about the best way to prevent losses, the best way to prevent destructions, the best way to paralyze Russia's military production. And that's exactly what you witness when we target even electric substations that we choose. We choose the ones that supply those drones factories, those military production sites, various chemical explosive production sites, and that is a way to save more people. And Russian strategy is simple terror. When they turn off electricity for what we call, like this I will schedule Dawn back extra chance to hit the like. Yeah, those of you, I know that some very kind people sometimes say that, like, oh, I wish I could like something twice. This is a unique opportunity to like this stream twice, and I will be very grateful. Like if we get more likes. So this choice of targets, I believe, tells a lot. And when I meet people from, let's say, very distant lands from Ukraine, and they tell me, well, we're neutral, we know very little about Ukraine, that's why we don't know whom to support, we don't know who's right. I have this very simple, explanation. You can simply look at the choice of targets that we make and that Russia makes when they destroy hospitals, schools, maternity hospitals, apartment buildings, and we destroy oil refineries, military arsenals, drone production factories, or if we're talking about electric substations, we are talking about these substations that supply some military sites. And I'm proud of that. This makes me feel satisfied, this makes me feel proud, and I'm always 1000% in support of the Ukrainian armed forces. And also, right now, we observe some changes even in the way the White House speaks about Ukraine, when at the beginning they literally wanted not just to support Russia, but simply to demotivate, Ukrainians, saying that it was just mud that stopped Russian tanks, or that Ukraine cannot do anything and we should negotiate. And at the same time, we kept doing the job. We kept demilitarizing, we kept destroying strategic for the war machine industries, and we succeeded. And this determination, I don't want to use the word stubbornness because that's determination when you are protecting your homeland. It helped a lot, and it shifted the attitudes because Russia is a paper tiger. Russia was not prepared to fail the blitzkrieg, and then they don't have a plan. They don't have a plan on how to they don't have a plan on how to end this war. Thank you so much to Bile Kane for coming back and making us stronger again. Thank you, people. I'm blessed to have you, and I will ask my amazing guardians and also psychotherapists that help me in times of internet problems to drop a line to Anna Danilchuk channel, where a new video will appear soon. You wanted a question about my education. It's a little bit out of Russia in the darkness, but I'm a master of applied linguistics, also I'm a PhD in linguistics. That's my education. So thank you so much, the Sherry, for dropping the link, and I encourage you to subscribe and to spend more time with me. That's an honor, and I hope that some conversational topics that we share there can be useful and interesting. By the way, I don't know if you often check our community tab if you're subscribed to my Instagram X, but I've dropped some photos about our NEFO campaign. That was Thick's NEFO campaign, and soon a video will be on NEFO 69 Sniffing Brigade channel, and I'm honored that they invited me to host the event, so you will be able to see that. So many languages. What? How many languages? I speak Ukrainian. Unfortunately, I know Russian. Also, I speak English. Ein bisschen Deutsch and estudio español y me gusta este idioma muchísimo. No, I don't dream in English. Why should I? To tell you the truth, I don't have a lot of dreams, and I like it. I'm not a person that sees a lot of dreams. Whenever I see some dreams, it means that I'm overexcited or I have some problems. For me, that is a sign of me being nervous. So I like it. There's like black screen and then you wake up. That's a good way to merhaba 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and Benim Adim Anna. That's what I've learned when I was at the university. Thank you so much for your compliments about my English. And you actively improve it, you correct me, and I'm always grateful. So finally, a lot of people inside Russia speak openly about the serious economic problems that Russia encounters and witnesses. And once again, lucky people that live far away from Moscow know very little about these repeated problems, financial problems in the countries and territories that were unlucky to be a part of the Russian Empire, the Soviet Union, or later it's very common to experience problems with that. And there are lots of generations of people who lived in the Soviet Union, like my grandparents, and people in Russia who lost a lot of their resources, who lost a lot of their money, a lot of their assets in the banks. That's something that perhaps you literally cannot imagine, that you kind of put your money deposits in a bank, and then one day the bank disappears and they literally tell you, well, that's okay, nothing happened. And that's what many people living on the territory of the former Soviet Union experienced. And that's why during this 6 months between April and October, Russians withdraw 1 trillion rubles from their deposits. That is a sign they do not trust the Russian banking system. And what's interesting is that such withdrawals themselves speed up the problems for the Russian banking system. So it's just like, what's interesting and what I personally like a lot about the economy, what you learn observing and reading the analytics, is that these economic problems, they tend to amass. And greetings to New Zealand. And that's super important because, like, very rarely in other spheres problems amass that quickly. And with economy, there are some problems that you can literally, like, you cannot do anything because they will keep amassing, they will keep coming, they will keep causing problems. And it's just like here, when you experience troubles, when people observe stagflation, when people observe serious problems with the um, price of ruble, it's pretty logical that they go to take away their deposits. They want to put them home. They want to buy something, I don't know, invest in something, in socks or a fur coat or whatever you can afford with the Russian salary. And it brings another problem, because when so many people withdraw so much money from their deposits within a very short period of time, this leads to more problems for the economy and for banks. This literally shakes them. And I know that a lot of you do not like, and the sheriff in particular do not like Elvira Nabiulina, who is the head of the central bank. She's not the pleasant woman. And Rudy is very polite and says exactly what I should have said, that thank you for joining us again. We are sorry for the technical problems with the stream. Yeah, we do. I kept blaming YouTube, but it's way smarter and more polite to say that we are sorry for the technical problems. Greetings to Switzerland. And it's impossible to stop don't drink tea, Elvira, and don't look out of the windows. So people who follow these updates from Russia, from the Russian economy sector, who want to know the truth, they often say that she is evil, but she is a genius, and she was able to achieve a lot with her patience, with her attention, with the advice. And once again, no one in Russia planned that this full-scale war would last for almost 4 years already. Actually, soon this war, greetings to Melbourne, this war will last longer than the Second World War for the USSR. Don't forget that the USSR joined the war in 1941. Until 1941, Stalin was a friend of Hitler, and they were fighting together. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact that Putin is now hiding so much, but in general, they describe it as a great patriotic war, and in Russia, it lasted 1941, 1945 for years. And soon, the failed Blitzkrieg, that was supposed to be a 3-day war, will last for Russia like for years. And of course, they did not prepare their money. They did not prepare anything for years. They hoped it would be really fast. Thank you so much, Ken, for buying me coffees, and thank you for becoming monthly supporters. And Rudy, thank you once again, and cheers to all the good people, to my patrons. I am very honored. Uh, to have you in my life. First of all, have you had significant power outages in Lviv? Answer number one, I'm not in Lviv. Now I am in Kyiv. And if you're talking about my hometown, it is Lutsk, not Lviv. But we did not have severe, significant power outages in any of this of this. You see, I'm naming countries today, everything. Sorry, Alaska, and now I'm talking about Lutsk like that. And no, we did not experience that. We are prepared. The Russians fail. We train how to protect ourselves. And you see, like, I'm recording it, and even the internet issue, I think it was more on the YouTube side, because once again, I had internet for Facebook, for Instagram, so it was something like a freeze or a problem. Thank you so much for your prayers and support, and I'm very grateful when I see that you follow daily updates, that you join the community on Anna Danilchuk channel, and that you are an active part of our friends and family. To Balkane, you are an active part of our family, and that's perhaps the greatest. I don't know, once again, if you've read my community tab where I shared photos for our 6th NAFO campaign, but there I said, which I fully believe in, that the greatest achievement of this channel is our community. This community, what makes it all important, what makes it all necessary, and this is super, super, super powerful and very precious. And special thanks once again to sponsors, to patrons, to people who buy me coffees, because you fuel all the work, and you actually led to a new channel appearing. The question is, Ukraine needing troops from NATO countries? I think yes, of course, since the very beginning. It's always like that, that we need more people, especially after North Korean soldiers, came to Europe to fight on the Russian side. I think it would be very logical, and would be very a good sign of solidarity, demonstration of solidarity, if some professional soldiers from EU or NATO countries could appear, at least for some training or logistics purposes, or just to observe, because once again, Russians invited North Koreans, Chinese allowed them to come. So I don't think it's like it's very just like to pretend that it's not happening and not to send any boots on the ground. But to tell you the truth, we in Ukraine know that no foreign soldiers will ever come to fight here. Only if Putin is crazy enough to attack some NATO countries, then maybe there will be some joint troops. But we do not hope that someone can help. Well, I cannot give like very concrete answers to the questions, how can scientists help or engineers help, because, well, you have to prepare, you have to look at it, but there are a lot of initiatives, starting with this innovation and development in weapons, in construction, in reconstruction, that people are working on. Bastater, we are so happy to see you, and we screwed it without you. We had to change the live because we failed. Or something happened to the internet, so that was a problem. You see, we froze here, and as a result. But now you're back, and once again, the sheriff reminds to smash the like button, and let's make 500 here, and it will be already really great. Guten Abend, Mario. And you've started asking questions, and I think that the strongest people and the closest friends actually relocated from the previous stream to this one, and it would be really good if I could answer some of your question. That is just like that is honest. That is our dialogue. Thank you so much. So maybe you're doing such an important work. Thank you so much. How is the weather in Kyiv? Well, the weather in Kyiv is plus 11 Celsius and no sun. So we are joking that we are Viking descendants and that wolf has already swallowed the sun. Thank you so much, Duncan. This morning I read that Russians are gathering near Lithuania. Is this true? What I understand is no, they were doing some things at the border with Estonia. They are trying to amass people in Belarus, but I think at this moment of time, it's more about frightening. Is everyone in Kyiv okay after the recent bombings? Do you know how many people live in Kyiv? 4 million. So, sure, not like everyone is okay, and there were people that were hurt. There are people who are not hurt, but who are afraid. You know, and that's interesting that some people can get hurt and adapt way quicker and feel way better, and others are not hurt but they are anxious and so on. You're looking always nice, but now you're looking tired. Well, I look not my best from November till April, and you have to stay with that. That's not my season. I don't like it when it's cold. Plus, I have a cold. Plus, well, actually, it's 10 p.m. here in my part of the world, and I have already recorded 2 videos for 2 channels. But I never know how to react when you tell me that I look tired, or when you provide me advice about like the color of my hair when I literally have never seen you. I don't know how you look. And just imagine me giving advice to people. You better get your beard on, and I want to look you're in chestnut brown, and you need to check your contact lens to dark green. People. um, is it really an analog? Well, something that you're. I love it when you talk to each other. What's happening at the Zaporizhia power plant? Nobody knows because the Russian terrorists are in control. And there were severe blackouts there. And I am totally dissatisfied with the work of the International Atomic Agency that keeps shaking hands with the invaders who took control over this power plant, and who sometimes shoot there, and who perform some experiments, and who hold people who worked on that plant literally as hostages. Um, Does civil society do a good job helping those who lost their homes? I think yes. I think that we are doing it really great, and the state is included. There are a lot of like take into account that this happens under constant problems, and war continues, and people are pretty hardworking and innovative and creative. So I think it's super important. Thank you so much for your words of support and my hair color. Oh, thank you so much. But just like Russians hate you. That's wonderful. Yeah, I think the fact that the Russians hate me is good. They literally, come and kill us. So well, when the snow will fall, I will let you know about that, and you will see that. I love sharing it. Once again, it's not that I don't want to talk about frost because this another YouTube conversation will freeze somehow when we're talking about cold. It happens. Um, okay. Good. Big international organizations are very disappointed, and I totally agree with you. And actually, that is one of Putin's tasks. He wants to demonstrate that international law is not working, that the international criminal court cannot, like stop it. So that's exactly what they want. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you for all the words of support that I receive here. Thank you. Hmm. Well, I am not sure. Like different cultures feel differently about talking about different things. Once again, maybe in your cultures it's okay to provide advice about hair color to the people, like, but what's interesting that many of you forget that, like, um I don't see you, and many of you don't even have a photo on your profile, and how can I trust to accept your advice? Because I can have, like, in messages, one message will tell you, Anna, you will be looking good, platinum blonde, and another message will say, finally you returned back to your natural dark hair. That's so beautiful. So I'm sorry, guys, I listen to your advice with English, I listen to your advice with economy and politics, but I decide my hair color and my nail color by myself. And more about what takes place during NAFO handovers. Um, yes, first of all, you may read a lot on there, and I will share it right now by myself. You may read a lot about their initiative on their webpage, and NAFO are my favorite because, thank you so much, Duncan. NAFO are my favorite because they are super transparent, and they are never talking about, anything, like literally whatever you want to know, the fate of your donation, everything about the delivery, everything about your like specifics of drones, trucks, units to which you are delivering. And you can also follow their YouTube. I'm not sure if I can find it, but maybe my beautiful moderators can help me, because the 69 sniffing brigades, they have their YouTube channel, and they have their videos. And for example, during this last six campaign, we have delivered um, is like they invited me to co-host. One time I was already their host during really cold weather in December. Maybe you remember that. Thank you so much, Francois, for buying me coffee. And at the same time, it was a very extreme experience, and this time the weather was better, and I had an amazing co-host, Corey, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Peter. I love this tradition that you're always with us on lives, and thank you for your continued support and for all these coffees. And so this is like, they have a film, No Sleep Till Kiev, that I personally watched. And once again, subscribe to their YouTube channel. I'm not sure if, like, I can do it myself. I will try, but I hope you won't hear me, my YouTube. Here, I watch YouTube in Ukrainian, but not only in Ukrainian. I will share their YouTube channel. They have 70,000 subscribers, and I advise you to join. And they literally report about each comment there. So here it is. Moscow definitely needs peace. Moscow needs the change of the Kremlin regime and a lot of other things. And on the channel, after we finish our live conversation, a new video will appear that actually explains more about the encirclement of Moscow that, in the conditions of the 21st century, does not need to be made with tanks or infantry. You can do it with drones. So, guys, I will let you enjoy this Saturday evening. Please forgive for some troubles that we had with internet. And Ivan Mazepa is a superhero. And we are allies, and I hope it will work even better in the times to come. And once again, дякую, Мирослав, що дивитесь. Привіт вам. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. And remember to subscribe to Anna Danilchuk for longer conversations and, to break the record, because we have like videos that have more than 250,000 views there. I don't know what's good, or is there a Bigfoot in Ukraine? Of course, in the Carpathians. After we win, you can come and check it. Thank you so much, my amazing moderators. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Spencer and Michael, and all the good people who joined the second stream after I screwed, for your coffees, for becoming patrons and supports. Thank you to Balkane. Thank you, Serkan. Thank you, Duncan, and all the other sponsors, patrons, people who bought coffee, people who show up, people who comment, and even people who advise me to change the color of my hair. I'm totally okay with that. I think that might be a part of us being a family, and your family is not always very kind, especially, during those like holiday conversations. Anyway, thank you so much. Love you very much. Thank you for all the kind comments, and remember to watch 2 more videos coming. Thank you. Slava Ukraini.